Oh, hey guys. I'm like looking to see if I am live. Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa. If this is your first time here, I am a beauty and fashion blogger here on YouTube, or vlogger rather, but I'm also a brand coach. And I want to say about a month ago, I started having these Google Hangouts here where I talk about video marketing. And I speak specifically to those of you that are wanting to use YouTube to grow your business and to make an income from your activities on YouTube. And so I do have a video. The first video I shot was called Video Marketing 101, which is of the series of my video marketing series. It is the most popular video. So I really do encourage you to watch that video if you have the opportunity to just kind of get more information. And so this training, which is Channel Fundamentals, is kind of going to revisit a lot of the topics that I talk about in Video Marketing 101, but then also some additional ones. So because I've gotten a lot of questions from people and I want to take this time to kind of answer some of those questions. So I will be, like I said, revisiting some of the things that we talked about in Video Marketing 101. But then I'm also going to talk about a few other things, and there's going to be some screen sharing here because I want to show you some examples of other channels and some of the things that other people do on their channels that I feel like we should all emulate. And so the other thing I'm going to mention is that in the information box for this video, you should sign up for my mailing list because you get a free e-guide, which kind of will go along with some of the things that I'm talking about here today. And so if you sign up for the mailing list, again, the link to that mailing list is in the description box for this video. You will have the opportunity, like I said, to get a free video marketing e-guide. It's about 8 pages, and I go through everything from camera, lighting, to setup, to all the questions that a lot of people have about making effective videos on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started. I know that there are going to be some people coming in a little bit later, but whenever you join us, make sure that you should know that I am taking questions. So feel comfortable go ahead and clicking on the Q&A box. Click on the Q&A box and ask questions all the way through because we don't have a ton of time. I set this up to end at 9:30, so you should feel comfortable asking questions and interrupting me. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to touch upon is one of the questions that I had that somebody asked me originally was, or today was lighting. What do you do? So of course, to start your channel, you're going to need a camera and you're going to need some lighting. And so for those of you that don't want to go, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that if you're using YouTube for business purposes and for the purpose of drawing attention to whatever your business may be, that you are going to want to invest. You can do it in the beginning. If you're really that committed and you know you're that committed, I knew I was committed from day one. So when I started my channel, I always had a DSLR camera. I spent $600 on that camera, and that's how I started. And then I upgraded 2 years. I don't even think it was 2 years. I think it was a year after that. I upgraded a year after that and got a Canon T5i, which is the camera I do use. It's not the camera I'm using now. The camera I'm using now is just my laptop camera, which is why I don't have it's not the prettiest video. But I do use a Canon T5i. The newest model is the Canon T6i. I do recommend those higher models, mainly because they autofocus in video. If you get like the T3i or the T2, you can't autofocus in video, and that's a big pain in the you-know-what. So it's good having those features. So that's why I like getting those the more recent versions. And the more recent versions, the T4i, the T5i, the T6i, they're also touchscreen. But if you're not looking to spend $1 bajillion on your camera to start, then I think it's fine to use your phone. Sorry, your phone camera. I think it's totally fine to use your phone camera. Tiki Bar just wrote to us here and says that she recommends getting the Canon T5i for Dummies book for those who are looking to get those cameras. Honestly, there are tons of YouTube tutorials. Like I learned how to use that camera by Googling how to use that camera and watching YouTube tutorials. specifically when I was trying to take it off of auto and use it on manual settings, but I mostly use manual settings right now. But you can use your camera. You can use your phone camera. If you've got a smartphone, most of those cameras work just fine. And here's what I'll tell you is that almost just as important as your camera is the lighting. And so I know, and I always use her as an example, but I do know of a YouTube personality or a vlogger who now has like 100. She's just way up there at this point. And she started, I think in 2014, and she started with her phone. But what was always great about her video, she did hair tutorials, which is a great niche to be in because people are always looking for hair tutorials. But she started with hair tutorials, and she used her phone, and she used really good lighting. So it's almost just as important as the camera you use. I'm telling you, I have filmed videos with my T5i, or no, rather before that, the T2i, which is just another DSLR, great quality camera, and they looked like garbage, like they looked awful because the lighting was awful. And so honestly, you really have to focus on the lighting. So you need to film in the daytime. If you don't have like great actual like artificial lighting, then you need to be filming in the daytime in front of a natural light source. So you should be sitting in front of a window or a door, something that's just bringing the light in your face. So you should always have a natural light source in your face. So that's pretty much that. I'm just going over that very, very briefly. Again, I have more details about lighting and the camera and some camera recommendations in the video marketing 101 e-guide that I created. Do I use natural light? No, I don't. I have some videos where I have used natural light, but I use a ring light. That's what I use. I upgraded to a ring light, and there are ring lights that you can use. There are ring lights that you can use that are like $100. Like you can get a ring light on Amazon that's $100, and I've seen people who are very happy with their $100 ring light. I didn't go for the $100 ring light. I got the Diva ring light because I needed some assurance that the reviews were just across the board positive for the Diva ring light. Whereas with the Amazon ring lights that are like $100, the reviews were very mixed. And I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like and then, Amazon only gives like 30 days to return stuff. So I needed to be sure that it was going to work. But I also have a lighting kit. I use one of the $50 lighting kits you can get on Amazon. And there are also soft boxes. Lighting kits as well. You're always going to want to use what's called a 3 light setup. And so you have like your ring light ahead of you, you have another light going this way, and then you have your light above you. And you kind of move it around, but you want to generally have about 3 different light sources. And one of those light sources can be natural light as well. I like to film mostly in the daytime, but that's not always possible. And so especially given that I kind of change where I'm filming because I don't have a whole lot of space, so I kind of move things around a little bit to figure out just that's my own because of my own home situation. But so yeah, some people are agreeing lighting is very important. Do I use natural light? No, I don't. Okay. So give me 1 second. I'm actually going to pull up my other points here. So now that you know where you have your camera, you have your lighting set up, you're going to film your video, and then you edit your video. And there are a few options for editing your video. If you are a Mac user, you use iMovie because it comes standard on your computer. That's what I use for most of my editing. I do some editing in Final Cut Pro, but 90% of my video editing is in iMovie. If you are on a PC, there's Windows Movie Maker. But if you're using your phone, you can get the iMovie app, I believe, and edit your videos on your iMovie app. So that's that option as well, editing from your phone. And then you also can edit in YouTube. YouTube has an editor as well. So you can also use the YouTube editor if you guys are looking for free editing software. I don't do, like my editing is not crazy. Like I don't do anything like super, because editing in and of itself, there's a learning curve involved. So I try to keep it really simple. Someone asked me a question about the 3-point lighting to reduce shadows at night. I've never encountered a problem with shadows, so I really couldn't answer that question. So yeah. And with the ring light, like, you just don't have those kinds of problems. So I'm sorry. And someone just asked what program I use, and I said I use iMovie because it comes on my computer. But again, guys, if you download or you sign up for the mailing list, the link to the mailing list is in the description box. You're going to get information about editing software, what I use, and all that stuff in the video marketing e-guide. So you're editing your video, and the next thing you're going to do is, after you've edited your video, you want to create a thumbnail for that video. And so the way I create my thumbnails now, just what's important to note is that your thumbnail size is important, because you want, and these are things that even I was kind of lazy about up until very recently, is making sure that my thumbnails are consistently the same size. And the size is for YouTube is 1280 by 720. And there are two options as far as online, like, editing tools that are free to use, so you can create your thumbnails that way. One is called picmonkey.com, and the other one is called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and again, Picmonkey, P-I-C-M-O-N-K-E-Y. In those two sites, you can edit, you can resize your pictures to fit the thumbnail size. And thumbnails are very important. You want to, again, this is something that I was slacking on, and in fact, I did a channel review for myself with my friend. And we looked at my channel and we compared my channel against another channel that's in the same genre. And I was like, trying to figure it out, and not in the sense, because I believe definitely that comparison is the thief of joy. So I wasn't comparing to kind of, throw shade or be like, I'm better than this one. Why is this one get? But I sincerely wanted to see because we have the same target audience. And so I was like, why is this one getting so many more views and people? And I looked and I was like, you know what? Or rather, my friend pointed out to me as well, you know what, my thumbnails were just not that pretty. And so I'm working on improving, not so much for the video marketing videos. I need to actually upload. That's the good thing, is you can always change your thumbnails. So for my video marketing videos, I will be creating thumbnails for those that are more concise and kind of branded. But for my hair and fashion videos, I'm making sure that my thumbnails are the correct size, which is 1280 by 720. And that they are visually appealing, so that folks, when they come to my channel, they want to click in and kind of see that video. So thumbnails, 1280 by 720 is the side. So then I've edited the video, I've created a thumbnail. And now I've either uploaded the video directly and just let it go live right away, or I've scheduled, because you can schedule your videos for when you want them to post. Finding out the right time to post is always a challenge, because it depends on your audience and so there are a few tools that you can use to determine what is the best time, an analytics tool. So one is called Tube. I think it's TubeBuddy, and TubeBuddy is free, or there are paid versions. And then there's also Tubular Labs. They also give you analytics tools to tell you when's the best time to post. What I have found is that TubeBuddy gives me one and Tubular Labs gives me another one. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I do know that for me, Saturday mornings just are great. And I've heard that from a lot of people, that for them, especially in the beauty and fashion genre, that when they're uploading at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays, they get the most views. And that's always been consistently the case for me. So I like to always post my videos on Saturdays, and I'm still trying to figure out what best weekday to post, because I do like to try to post 2 videos a week. So you've uploaded or you've scheduled your video. And now the other thing that I like to do is I create a 15-second video. So within my editor, I take that video that I've already edited, and then I crop things out and make it so that it's only 15 seconds long. I speed things up. I make it shorter. I just get key points. So once I've created that 15 seconds clip, within my video editor, I have the option to email that clip to myself. So I go ahead and I click on share, and then I share the video via email to myself. So now that it's in my phone, I take the video and then I upload the video into the Pick, Play, Post app. And the reason I use the Pick, Play, Post app as opposed to directly uploading it into Instagram is because once you get the video in your email, you save it, it's still a little bit bigger than the actual Instagram video size. And so you want to resize the video to fit IG. And so Pick Play Post does that, and it allows me to have like a border, because on my IG feed, those of you that follow me on Instagram, I'm at Lisa Alamode. Know that for me, I always have a white border around my pictures and my videos. So that's another way just to keep it just aesthetically pleasing. And I'm also able to watermark the video in the Pick Play Post app. So it works really well for me doing that. So then I'm able to post it to IG, and when I post to IG, it syndicates to my Facebook fan page, and it automatically shares to my Twitter as well. So I'm able to really kind of promote the video on all of those platforms as well. So I do this all at once, because otherwise I'm just gonna forget and not get it done. And that's how I just kind of, that's my process for uploading a video. So I have okay, so I've got a couple of questions that I'm gonna answer in a few minutes. So let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about channel art for a second. So I'm gonna pull up a channel here that I'm gonna pull up Shameless Maya, and then I'm gonna pull up my channel as well, so you can kind of see what I mean by channel art. I can't spell. So I'm gonna pull up Shameless Maya, and I'm gonna screen share her channel so we can kind of see stuff that she does. So as an example, let's see, how do I screen share here? Here we go, let's screen share. Here we go, start screen share. Is it screen? Hopefully you guys are seeing this, because I'm getting this weird thing from Google saying I need to do something with privacy in order to screen share. I'm not sure. So you are screen sharing. It says I'm screen sharing. Okay, great, perfect. So let's look at Shameless Maya's channel art for a second. So you started a channel. Oh, I have all my Facebook on there. Let me close things out. Oh Lord, too much going on. All my business. All right, so let's screen share again here. Screen share. Screen share. Shameless Maya. Start screen share. All right, cool. So this is, and you're seeing, hopefully you guys are seeing what I want you to see. Okay, perfect, yes. So this is Shameless Maya's channel. She's another YouTube personality. She is a videographer, so her videos are incredibly gorgeous. She's gorgeous, and her videos are great. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is channel art. So you have this cover photo here. Everyone has one. And what's important to note is that this obviously has a particular size, but then there's also a size for mobile. So you have to make sure that when you have your like your text, that it fits. And if you actually do a Google like YouTube cover photo, there's a template with all the dimensions and sizes to make sure that you're doing your cover photo in the way that's appropriate, so that it fits, so that it looks good both on the computer, but also on the mobile, where most people are watching your videos on mobile. And so then let's also look at what her layout is. So when you come to her channel here, you're gonna see like what to watch next, which is great. And then she has playlists, I highly recommend creating playlists, because as you create your playlists, it encourages people to watch and kind of see what else you're about. So this layout is kind of what I recently created on my channel. So she's got fashion and beauty, her popular uploads, tech talk, transformation and alter ego and diva looks. I don't know what that means, but she does a whole lot. And then you just keep scrolling down. And her thumbnails are pretty catchy. Like this one, I immediately want to like look at this. I'm like, oh, what's in that box? I want to see. And you can create stuff like this. This is so simple. You can do this on PicMonkey. I'm not as familiar with Canva. Everyone loves Canva as the other free editing software online. It's not even a software, it's just a website. But yeah, I prefer PicMonkey because I've been using it forever. I don't have time to be learning anything new. Yeah. So that's Shameless Maya. Let's go to my channel, which is not as fancy because I'm not a techie person at all. But this is my channel, and let's view it as you would view it. So you come to my channel, this is what it would look like. Although, oh, this is what's on now. That's why that's there. So you come and you'll see, this actually is going to be, this is my cover photo, and my logo and me. And then you scroll down and I have popular uploads right up top. So you see like what people like the most. As you can see, this is old. So the thumbnails are not like, again, all my old, I've just started with the thumbnails, making them a little bit better. This is where you see me trying with like the pink. Again, I'm not a graphics person, so I'm trying little things like adding a pink little border with the lettering. Although you can't really see the lettering, so I need to work on. I need to talk to somebody who knows graphics who can help me. If you want to help me create some really awesome thumbnails, holler at your girl. I need that help. But I'm working on it. So as you can see, you come, it's clean, it's laid out. This is not what, you have to create this layout. You have to actually go ahead and edit your channel and create the layout that you want. Otherwise, it's just a big jumbly mess and nobody wants to stop and subscribe to you. So I'm gonna stop screen sharing now so I can answer some questions. So someone says, how long typically to film? Do you have a script beforehand with notes? And the answer is no, 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 no. I do not have a script. I do not have a, I do hair tutorials and makeup reviews. So no, I don't have a script to film my videos. Yeah, I don't. And how long? I don't know. It depends. Like hair tutorials end up taking a couple of hours. But it takes a long, like I do a lot, like I do the lighting setup. It takes me hours. Like it's literally like an 8-hour process to film, edit, upload, do all that, get my thumbnail and all that. And I actually shared, I do have a video marketing 101. If you want to join my group on Facebook, it's called Video Marketing 101. And I shared in this group this document that I got from Grapevine. And Grapevine is one of these marketplaces where influencers can sign up and they can apply for sponsorships or paid videos, right? They can apply to do paid videos for companies. So there are two, Grapevine is one, I think Relio is another, and FameBit is another one. So Grapevine, I follow them on LinkedIn and they shared this document, it's like 20 pages. And they talk about how the top influencers, the top YouTube people spend on average 6 to 8 hours to produce a single video. So that's what it takes if you're approaching this to, like, if you're playing for keeps, you know what I mean? So I can so there really is no video planning. So someone said she can help me with my thumbnails. Okay, Candice Marie, holla at your girl, help a sister out. So with what's my video planning process. So I know what I'm going to do pretty typically. I know I'm going to either filming something having to do with makeup or hair. More hair now because I realize that that's really those are my more popular videos. So I do more hair tutorials now. So I decide what I'm going to film. I do my makeup. I get my lighting together. I get my camera together. I get my lens together. I make sure everything's I make sure my camera's charged and make sure everything is charged and ready to go. And then I just, I sit down and I film. Yeah, I mean, that's really the process. If there's something more specific that you want to know, definitely let me know. Someone says Canva is bae. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get with Canva like that. Even for smaller channels, Saturday is great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think your channel size matters. It's just a matters about who are the people that you're marketing towards and whether or not they're there on Saturday. So yeah, it seems that Saturday is just a really good day. Saturday mornings, like early, like 7, 8 a.m. seems to be a really good time for folks. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm actually pulling up my form here that I had that told me or tells me what I want to go over next. So bear with me a moment while I pull that up. So yeah, you can ask me any other questions. So YouTube is interesting. I'm actually going to jump ahead and talk about another thing. Oh God, we're already at 9:25. Jesus, I never have enough time for these videos. I feel like I'm just rushing through. Can a ring light be used for fashion or food videos? Yeah, why not? If it's just a light, like you can sit and stand in front of it. In fact, I filmed a fashion video at night, and it was really, if you watch, I have a video, a fashion lookbook video, and it's, like I said, it's filmed at night outside, and I used the ring light. The only thing that I felt about it is that at night, like I was shinier, you know, in the face. So that's the only, like, that's my own personal criticism against, but it worked great. So someone's like, oh, Kimberly Marie, she is a branding specialist. She's the one who actually designed my website, lisaalamo.com. Go ahead and check it out. She is fabulous, and I'm going to be hitting up Kim in the new year. Kim, I'm hitting you up, girlfriend. I need some help. But Kim is talking about, she's going to be making some thumbnail templates, which you're going to be able to buy from her. So she's a visual branding expert. She knows all my stuff. So I'm definitely going to, whoever wants to help me, whoever's got what I need, I'm coming your way. So Kimberly Marie, she says she's going to be doing some, and her website is, her name is kim.com. And again, she's the designer who designed my blog, lisaalamo.com. And Candace Marie is going to help me too. Yes, Candace, holler at your girl. Do people still say that? Am I aging myself by saying that? What is that from anyway? Holler at your girl. Who said that originally? I don't know. Somebody said it. So I'm actually pulling up my list here. I finally got my email open where I saved it as like an email to myself. But it's in my drafts. I'm sorry for the delay, folks. I'm coming. All right, so here we go. So we went over that. So music, right? So let's talk about music. So I use the YouTube Creator Academy. Like if you go, not the Creator Academy, but the Creator Studio, when you log into your account, that's there. There's that option, and there is free, royalty-free music you can use. I only use that music. I do not use any popular music. I don't want my channel to be flagged and stuff to be taken down, because YouTube is really like my livelihood at this point. And so I just play it safe, and I use YouTube. And as the music is obviously not as fun, but that's where I get my music. One of the other things I went over in one of my recent videos is SEO, which is search engine optimization. So you've created your video, right? You've uploaded it, you've scheduled it, whatever it is you're doing. You've created your thumbnail picture, 1280 by 720. But what ends up happening for your video is that you want it to be searchable. So the one thing that I tell everybody is, to be mindful of the kind of content you create, is that you want to make sure that you're teaching somebody something. So I'm very big on now, and these are things that I've learned along the way, guys. I've been doing this almost 4 years now. So in the time that I've been doing this, one of the things that I've learned is that teaching people something is something that's what's called evergreen content. So it's things that people are going to routinely be searching for. And for me, I have found that people that hair tutorials work best for me, that people seem to be searching for those pretty regularly. So now that you know what people are searching for, you actually use that as your title. So I don't do fancy titles. I don't do titles that like people do, like things like I don't know, what's the name, gosh, I can't even think of it, but like, let's say you're doing an eyeshadow tutorial, right? And you're calling it like Emerald Green City something. I don't know, something creative. You don't do that with this, because you want your titles to be searchable. You want them to be the kinds of things that people are typing into a search engine. So that's one of the things that I really want you to take away from this, is that when you are creating a video, when you are sitting down and titling your video, when you're putting in those tags for that video, make sure those words, first of all, you want to use what's called long tail keywords. So you want to have a few words in it for your tag. So not just one, like, so I would never just have just on its own, like natural hair, like, right? Because that's so frequently used and it's highly competitive. It's likely it's just going to get lost in the shuffle. So what I might use as a keyword, and the title of the video is how to style short natural hair. And then in my keywords, I might use styling short hair, styling short natural hair, styling type 4 natural hair. Like, I will use the word natural, but then I'll have it in with other words as well. Does that make sense? And so even so, when you are setting up your video to upload it and all that, you want to make sure that your title of your video, so your video will have a generic title, right? Like it'll be like video, 546.mov or .mv4, whatever the generic title, but you have to change that title. You have to change the title of your video to make sure that it includes your keywords. And you also have to change the title of your thumbnail picture as well, because that's important. That's searchable as well. Because Google's going to crawl and search for your content, and then you want your content to be coming up on the first page, ideally. Because people don't really go over the second page too much. They just see what comes up, and that's where they stop. So the last thing I want to point out, we're already 1 minute over, and we don't have any more questions. So the last thing I want to talk about is your mailing list. So your mailing list, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you need a mailing list even for YouTube. For example, I have not posted a video outside of, I think I'm doing this, and I have a video scheduled for tomorrow. Is I haven't posted a video since like right before Thanksgiving. I've just been super busy, haven't posted a video. That's not the norm. I'm usually very consistent with posting 2 videos a week, and that's also very important. You want to be very consistent with what you're putting out. You want to be putting out the more, the better. So we're talking 2 videos a week at the minimum is what I would suggest, particularly for the people who are just starting out. You just want to come out and swing hard. But I haven't posted a video in a couple of weeks. And so what I did is I was able to email my mailing list, and I was able to email them and say, hey, check out my most recent videos. I'm still here. The title of my email, in fact, was I'm Not Dead Yet. So if those of you that are signed up to my mailing list, I have several mailing lists. I have the mailing list for Video Marketing 101, but then I have the mailing list that's just for people who are into my beauty and my fashion stuff. So I emailed my beauty and my fashion people. The title of the video is I'm Not Dead, to let them know that I'm still here, and that here are some videos they can check out if they haven't had a chance to check out those videos. After I sent that email, now I can't say the email gets all the credit, but I am signed up for Tubular Labs, like I mentioned to you. Tubular Labs is that analytics tool that will email you, that will tell you like when's a good time to post and give you your stats, but they also send me emails every day letting me know how many views I got that day. So I sent that email, and then I got an email from Tubular Labs telling me that I got like 14,000 views that day. That's not just from my email, because I don't have 14,000 people on my mailing list, but I do believe that my email to my list was very influential in my growth for that day, or my view increase for that day. And so yes, you want to have your mailing list not only to be able to email them when you have videos, because again, YouTube is not consistent with telling people when the videos are uploaded. It's not, so it's great to be able to have your own log of people's contact information to send them your videos, to let them know when you have products that you are selling on your own, because ultimately that's the goal here. The goal here is to use, now there are people, I know we see them, right? We see these people on YouTube that have millions of subscribers, or even let's say 50,000, or even let's say 100,000. And it seems like it's so attainable because there are what we perceive as a lot of people, but the reality is the people who have that kind of following, 50, 100,000, whatever, a million, they are rare. They're in the top percentage. So they're rare. And so while those people are like golden, are able to just do YouTube and have that be their money, and that's fine for them, the reality is that most of us aren't going to do that, aren't going to reach those heights. And so given that that's the case, what you want to do is set up your channel so that you are making money. You are using your views. You're using the people that are captivated with you, not using them, but you're using that audience, that free. YouTube is a search engine. It's a free search engine. It's free advertising for your own stuff, your own products, your own, whatever they may be. And so having a mailing list is incredibly important to not only be able to email your people when you've got new videos out or new blog posts, but it's also the way that you're going to be able to market your products to these people directly without YouTube. Because you know what? YouTube could could shut your channel down. YouTube could go away in a day. Who knows? Who knows? But you having those emails is your assurance that you can still contact people and sell, market yourself. So if there's anything else that you guys have questions, okay, so I have a couple of questions. Tubular Labs is for, it's tube, so it's for YouTube. So Tubular Labs is for YouTube. Social Blade is another one that measures all of your social accounts. But I mentioned these in my video marketing 101 e-guide. So make sure you guys sign up for the mailing list in the information box so that you can get that e-guide mailed to you. It'll go out to you immediately as soon as you confirm your subscription to the mailing list. But yeah, Tubular Labs is for YouTube, as is TubeBuddy. Should you post on the same days? That is, I don't know what that means. I think you should be consistent. So if you're posting on Saturdays, you need to post every Saturday. If you're posting, like, yeah, so you post the same day. It's not only the same day every week, but the same time. Do I do that all the time? No, because life intervenes, right? Businesswoman, mom, a lot of things going on. So no, and I have not been consistent with my weekday posts because I am testing out which day is the best day for me. So right now I'm thinking Wednesday is, so I have a video scheduled out for tomorrow, but I'm gonna see how that video does to determine if I'm gonna keep doing the Wednesday afternoon post. But Saturdays are a win for me, so I continue to post Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Someone just said Kim is bae. That's Fashion Plate KC says Kim is bae. Kim, you are bae. Kimberly Marie, you are bae. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk to me about or have questions about? I know I ran through quite a bit, and we are about 7 minutes over on time. So wait, how do I get to your video mailing list? That's Candice Marie. So if you're watching this via Google Hangout, there is a description box for this link, like for this broadcast. So you're able to see. I don't know how else to put like that information up for you guys to see. No, that's not it. What's this thing? No, that's not it. So that's the only way I know. You can join my Facebook group, Video Marketing 101. I can add you to the list there. There's an information box. When this video goes live on YouTube, like YouTube processes it, and then it goes, not live, but then it goes onto my YouTube channel. It'll be in the description box of the video. You can email me at Lisa at, okay, so you can, how many emails do I have? 1 million. What's the easiest one? LisaLamode@gmail.com. So it's LisaLamode@gmail.com. And I can add you to the list. I can email you the link and you have to sign up. And I add you to the list that way. Where's Q&A? Okay, sorry. Yes, you should be posting consistently on the same days. Someone asked me about posting. I'm sorry the lighting is a little bit not as great today because I'm in a different location. I felt like in the previous videos I was moving around a lot because I had my thing on my lap, but today I'm like, whatever, I'll just put it here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. There will be 2 more of these Hangouts for you guys, and then that's going to be it for this year. And then I'm going to be launching my course. I'm creating a video marketing course. It's going to be a full course. I'm still figuring out the layout and all that and how it's going to work, but the course is going to be available in February of 2016. But in January of 2016, there will be some individual modules that you can buy ahead of if you don't want to buy the whole course. How do you change the layout on your channel? That's Kimberly Marie. Kim, I would have to show you how to do that because that's something that I would have to screen share and show you. It's something that I can talk you through right now live. So that lets me know that may be one of the modules in my video marketing training course. Thank you so much for watching. Chloe says thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Kim, I just answered your question. We can do that offline. I can screen share with you and show you how to change your layout. Because my layout was ugly, I have to tell you. Like, it just wasn't pretty. I was like, oh, that's why that's why folks aren't subscribing as fast as I want them to. But yeah, that's it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. And again, reach out to me, join my Video Marketing 101 group. I'll see you on the next Hangout. It's going to be scheduled, I think it's next Tuesday, same time, same place. And we're going to be talking about mailing lists because I think that's incredibly important. And I want to go into more detail about how to use your mailing list, how to set it up, and all that stuff, and how to use it for YouTube specifically. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.